1, 2, 3, 4. You are beautiful to me, like summers at the beach, like birds on every tree, singing just for you and me. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of a series I'm calling What Makes This Song Interesting? Today we're going to be going over my song Beautiful to Me, a special song in my heart, and hopefully yours. Yes, this is my corny little spin-off video series off of Rick Beato's What Makes This Song Great, but instead of saying great, we say interesting because they're my songs, and it'd be weird if I called them great. So, what makes this song interesting? Beautiful to me. Well, this song is fairly new for me. I just put this out, I think 3 years ago, and it's been doing really, really well on Spotify, and a lot of people like it. So I wanted to shed some insight onto it. So let's get straight to it. The first thing that makes this song interesting, Beautiful to Me, is it's an acoustic song. Just me and my acoustic guitar. But the reason I want to emphasize that is because this song is still new for me. The recording that you have on Spotify and the videos that you've been seeing on social media are all just me playing my acoustic guitar. But I can hear this song with a full orchestra. I can hear this song with full Nashville studio production. I can hear Ed Sheeran covering this song in a stadium show, or Adele doing this in an arena somewhere, or probably not Taylor Swift, but you get my point. It's starting on acoustic as it is right now. Very simple. Just me on the acoustic guitar, delivering as much power as I can deliver in the seed of an acoustic song. But I can hear the potential for much, much more. So just because it starts on the acoustic doesn't mean it has to stay on the acoustic, or it can always stay on the acoustic. But I think the first thing that makes this interesting is it can work in many different structures, arrangements, and production styles. Like, you could take the seed of this song and grow it in a ton of different directions. It could be in a musical someday. So yeah, right now it's acoustic, but it could grow and be developed into more. So I think that's an interesting thing in a lot of good songs, is that they can continue to be built on over time and added more colors to, but they're still powerful as acoustic stuff. So if you're a guy who just writes on the acoustic guitar, know whatever you're making can be built into way more over time and budget and like resources. So just because you have an acoustic guitar in your vocal does not mean you have less power. You have as much power as an orchestra in your acoustic guitar and in your writing. So that's number one. Number two, the structure of the song. So let's dive right into that. Right away, we start out with, you are beautiful to me, like summers at the beach, like birds on every tree, singing just for you and me. Like rain is to the grass, like leaves are to the trees, how gracefully you fall, beautiful to me. And you are beautiful to me. What is that? Is that a chorus or a verse? I'm not sure. I like to think that it's a chorus. But the structure of this tune is pretty unique in that it's all choruses in my mind. There's no dead time. There's no random verses that go off into infinity ad nauseum, proclaiming what a great vocabulary I have. None of that comes into play. Which brings me to another point is nobody likes smart songs, but that's a whole other thing. Or songs that sound worked on. But yeah, back to this song. It's all choruses. Like every chorus, every section of the song starts with, "You are beautiful to me." Like pretty straight dead on. However, there is a bridge. So in my mind, it's actually 3 choruses with a bridge between the second and third, which is very unique. Now, you could say that they're all verses because the words do change up a little in order for me to tell a story. And that's important because you have to have an arc and a story to your song. It starts somewhere, takes people somewhere, and ends somewhere. It's like this beautiful vacation of the mind, right? So let's do the second chorus into the bridge. You are beautiful to me, like never-ending dreams, like waves of destiny, come crashing over me, like phone calls from back home, so I am not alone. How peacefully you call, beautiful to me. We're never getting older when nighttime's getting colder, and outside there's a darkness in the air. We're warm here like a blanket, and no one here can take it. This love we've built around our little world. And you are beautiful to me. See what I mean? It's just choruses with a bridge thrown in between. Now, the actual chords in this song are very technical, and they're not technical in a difficult, hard to play aspect. There's just a lot of chords. So in this video, I'm not going over what the actual chord progression is because that would take a long time and it would be like way over what most people really care about. What they care about is that it delivers meaning in their life, and I do think that this song accomplished that. So the chord progressions, I just follow melodies all day. All of my chord progressions are basically following the melody. And I don't go into a song thinking to myself, this is going to be a very complicated chord progression. I just follow where the song wants it to go. Sometimes it's 3 chords. Like in our last video, Burn Away. 3 chords straight up. But on the audio, super highly produced. Lots of instruments. This song, very different than that, and much more like our first video, Where the Wild Things Grow. This is just acoustic guitar, lots of chords. So all these chords make it interesting and allow me to keep the lyrics simple because it always feels like it's going somewhere. And with these subtle changes in the verbiage and the storyline, that's enough. People just, like I say, they want a little mental vacation, a little bit of romance in their life, and then they can escape whatever stress or anxiety they're going through and get back to their normal work life, right? Okay, reason number 3 why this song is interesting, and I'm talking about Beautiful to Me. Perspective. Okay, this is kind of personal, but I live here in my own house, studio, home with my dog Maggie. And I'm a single male who spends most of his time writing music or doing work or music marketing. And so right now I'm divorced. I'm not married. I don't have a girlfriend. This is not an advertisement. How does this relate? In reference to this song, Beautiful to Me, this is a straight up romance love song. And I do believe that I may not have been able to write such a wide-eyed, optimistic, romantic song if I was in a relationship. That's a terrible thing to say. But my point is you don't have to be in a loving relationship to write great love songs. You can write any song that you want to write at any time in any circumstance. I've written great love songs while I was in a loving relationship. I've written angry songs while I was in a loving relationship. Any song could come at any time. Your circumstances in life don't necessarily point out the direction of your songwriting. Now, I have found over time that I write a lot more songs, and I would say higher quality songs, when I have stability in my life. Like if I'm on the road 150 days a year, I'm writing less songs. And that hasn't happened for many years, thank God. But if I ever did go back out on the road, I would know that it's possible I'm not writing a lot while I'm out there because I'm giving a lot of my musical energy to the actual show itself or driving. But yeah, there have been other times when I've been on the road and writing a song every day. So there is no like schedule of when the songs arrive or what they're going to be. And back to this song, Beautiful to Me. I live alone. For me to write such a beautiful kind of love song that was so kind of romantic and straightforward, I would have never expected. Like I would never expect to wake up one day and just have that song in my head. But it did, and I sat down and wrote it, and I'm grateful for that. And that's the way I approach songwriting. Like anything could come at any time, and I just have to be here to do the work and enjoy the process of watching it come out. So let's recap our 3 things for what makes Beautiful to Me interesting. It's an acoustic song, but I believe it could be played with an orchestra or in a Broadway tune, or Ed Sheeran could cover it someday. The structure of the song, it's all choruses, meat and potatoes, no extra frills, and a bridge, and really cool chord progression. And perspective, like any song could come at any time, and I feel lucky that this one did. So I believe that's what makes this song interesting. If you want to hear it, go on to Spotify now and dial up Kev Rowe, Beautiful to Me, and I will really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.